Friday. We made it through another week. Good for us, right? Good for us. Okay, well, while everyone is joining, I'm going to remind you of the things I always remind you of. Make sure you go to coopedup.com and my little thing will pop up to give me your email address. Put your email in there and I'll share some things I love, things I think you need to know about, all of those things. So go to coopedup.com for that. And then if you're on the gram, make sure you follow me. I'm Cooped Up is my handle on Instagram. So that is my obligatory um, things that I have to put on the screen, I guess. So it is Friday, the end of a crazy ass week. So this week has been like there's been some highs, like I talked about the other day. Managed to finally close after like 18 months on a new campus for my kids' school. So happy about that. Very proud about that. A lot of other big, crazy stuff going on. Hey, Mama, good to see you. Hey, Tawana, good to see you too. But the big news of the day, gonna talk about that. Dolly Parton's Christmas album came out today. Holly Dolly Christmas. You thought I was going to talk about some other big news, didn't you? We'll get to that in a moment. But Holly Dolly's Christmas album came out today. And of course, I've listened to it at least twice today. So cute. You know, it's so on brand for me. I love Dolly Parton. I love Christmas. I love Christmas prematurely, premature decorating and all of that. So it is in so many different ways on brand, cooped up on brand for me. And by the way, I listen to it on Spotify. And one of the things on Spotify, they've done special little videos that you can click on and they ask her questions. And she's just, Dolly is just Dolly. She's the Dolly Llama. She's so hilarious. She's kind of like a human Minnie Mouse in a way, just all of that. Some of the songs are total cheeseball. I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Even the intro to Holly Dolly Christmas is kind of cheesy. But Carrie and I've talked about this. I'm not super religious, but give me a fucking religious Christmas song and I am there. Like the more you could talk about Jesus being born and Jesus being there to save us, I am there for it. Like I love those. Oh Holy Night is my favorite song. There's a song on Dolly's new album called Circle of Love, I think is what it's called. That is fantastic. I loved it. And then Mary, Did You Know? That's always a good one. But great, great album. So it's on Spotify. I'm not going to listen to it beyond it. I listened to it today because it's the day it dropped and I just wanted it in my life, especially with all the news going on, which again, we'll get to in a moment. I'm not going to keep listening to it from this point on. It'll wait until November and when all of the Christmas music starts weaving into our lives again. But go get it. And if you're on Spotify or even Apple Music or any of those, you don't have to buy it. You just click a little heart next to it and it's on your system. And Crystal is asking, Aaron's laughing that I was talking about the big news of the day, Dolly Parton. Did I hear that that she's got a Christmas movie this year? I think she's playing an angel. I heard about that. I saw an ad for it. I think I saw it in like Better Homes and Gardens or one of the Oprah magazine or one of those that I get. I'm there for that too. Give me a good Hallmark movie. The Hallmark movies, they're doing a one that has a gay lead in it too. It's a gay love story in one of the Hallmark movies, first time ever for them. And Beth, I played my first Christmas song because of you. Husband was like, "What is going on in your office?" My reply, Koopa posted about Dolly. Yes. And I've got a Sonos sound speaker here in my office that's connected to everything. So I had that going. It was glorious. Glorious Dolly. Glorious Dolly. So, okay. Well, that's all on that. You want to talk about the other big news of the day? Dolly trumps Trump, always. But so our leader, and again, I don't try to make this a political show. I like places where it's not about politics, but I do like talking about things that are like going on in the world. So the most powerful man on the planet, the one who's been denying the severity of COVID, all of these things, has it. and Melania. And I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but Trump and Melania, Donald Trump and Melania Trump have COVID, and it broke. So obviously, I was in bed. I go to bed at like 9:30. So I was well asleep, 3-4 hours into my sleep. About 1 o'clock this morning, my texts start going off, and I keep my phone in the closet. I don't keep a screen in my bedroom. So my phone is in the closet, so I'm not seeing it, hearing of it. I get up this morning, and I got like 5 different people texting me, "Oh my God, did you hear the news? Did you hear the news?" At like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. I'm like, what are you bitches doing on a Thursday night that you're up at 2 o'clock in the morning texting me about COVID? Um, yeah. Oh, let's see. He's headed to Walter Reed. Oh, I haven't seen that. Does that mean he's having complications, or is that just where he's going to quarantine, or what? Um, uh, I'll get back to your thing in a moment, Crystal, when we get in between things. So here's the thing. I'm going to steal someone's joke I saw earlier. Well, my own statement plus someone else's joke. So I have told you all, I know people who publicly have said or intimated or referenced that they think that COVID-19, coronavirus, is really something that only brown and black people are getting, and poor people. That they don't think that white people get it, right? I'm like, well, I guess orange people do. like the head of the white supremacists of America at this point has contracted it. Wow. Like that is, and the acrobatics that people are going around. Here's the other thing that kind of makes me sad about it though. So, and obviously I don't want him to die. I don't hate him. Like I don't think that that is the right word to use about him. I don't like his policies. I definitely do not like his behavior. That more than anything. But I don't wish him ill. I don't want that for anybody. I thought Joe Biden's response to it, his tweet this morning, was so classy, so on message for what we need about decorum and stuff right now. Of he just wished them well, said that he will be praying for them, and hopes they have a speedy recovery. Right? Like I totally on brand with, hey, we need to get some decorum back. So I thought that was a very good play. But here's the thing. So millions of Americans woke up this morning, saw it on the news, and they were wondering if what they were being told was true. That makes me so sad. That right there. And not that the media wasn't telling them it was true, because I think the media is a false villain in all of this. I know reporters, I work with them day in and day out. Most of them are great people, want to do a good job, want to tell stories, important stories, spread truth, all of those things. Like I think the media is a scapegoat in a lot of these things. They're the idea that automatically we're questioning something is true from the president of the United States, that's a problem. If we immediately are like, or what's his angle, or what's he trying to distract us from? Tax returns, bad debate appearance, getting chastised by the debate commission. I think Melania had something that came out where she dropped F-bombs about Christmas and kids in cages or something. I didn't hear that. I mean, I've seen references to it. I didn't see that. So like how sad for us that that is where we are just in the sensibilities of America. So, and then, and here's the other thing I read today that I was like, what the fuck? So Hope Hicks, the person that they're at this point calling patient zero, like they think that, at least as of a few hours ago, I've not looked at the news for the last few hours, but she was already showing symptoms on Tuesday. Like, are they not checking temperatures to be around him? Like, is there not someone shooting a laser at your forehead before you get on Air Force One or before you walk into the Oval Office? Like, is that not happening? And especially if someone is showing symptoms, like she's not asymptomatic, she has symptoms. So that, and who knows if she's even the person, but even since then, they've had like these fundraising dinners and speeches and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, if you're going to catch COVID, I mean, I guess it's pretty cool that you caught it from the president. I mean, if you're going to have bragging rights about catching COVID, that's the one to have, right? But wow. And then we only know that Hope Hicks got it because someone leaked it. And my guess is that we weren't going to find out about any of them unless it got leaked, right? And people can't keep secrets for shit. So I don't even know why they try to hide things. Let me see what y'all are saying. Yep, he's got some symptoms. Yikes. And it's happening now. He'll be there for a few days. He's got the cough and the fever. Oh, if he's got the cough and the fever, that means his lungs are probably got all of the thing. And I feel so bad for their son. Can you imagine how scared he must be? Both parents having COVID. Yes. Baron, is that his name? And also Baron, I think, isn't he on the spectrum? Isn't that what they're saying or suspicious of or whatever? I'm not trying to spread lies about him because I honestly think that the kids are seriously off limits. I mean, unless she sticks her head out and does something, I actually think that Melania should largely be off limits. That she did not run for public office. She probably didn't even want this to happen. I don't think that the traditional obligations of a first lady should actually be obligations. Like if she doesn't want to decorate. So I heard one of the things she was like complaining about decorating the big deal about decorating the White House for Christmas, right? If she doesn't want to do that, then don't fucking do it. Don't do it or have somebody else do it, you know? And that's why I think like Ivanka is taking on a lot of the stuff that a wife would normally do because Ivanka is interested in it and Melania is not. And that is okay because we did not elect her. The first lady does not have an official capacity aside from ceremonial and only because she's tied to the person who won the votes, right? So he's going to be there for 5 days. I'm thinking he's going to be fine. Here's my hope, though. So again, I don't want him to die. I don't want him to be damaged or harmed that way. I hope he gets it just bad enough, though. And this is not an evil wish. This is for good reasons, ultimately. I hope he gets it just bad enough that he realizes the severity of it, that he realizes the potential danger of it, like that he could be on a ventilator with just a few more steps, that he realizes the scariness of it, and that maybe he has a revelation. Sort of like when someone's son comes out, an anti-gay senator's son comes out, and suddenly they're pro-gay. I mean, we have Vice President Cheney was that way. His daughter came out and suddenly he's like, oh, gay is okay. You know, there's a lot of people like that. And they get criticized. It's like, oh, it's only okay once you realize it. Well, that's the way. Why do you think I'm such a fucking flaming homosexual in front of y'all? It's because it is so that you know somebody. And I know most of y'all, this is friendly fire or a friendly audience preaching to the choir. But it's so that people are aware of it in their lives. And it's not just something that's happening over there with some weirdos. And they're saying he's going to be fine. He has his own wing there. Speaking of what you said, can we trust the info they give us? He could be much worse and they never tell us the truth, is what Crystal's saying. I know. And I'm sure this has happened. I'm sure that we have many presidents who've been on the edge of death before, right? And that we're told stuff because they don't want to create panic. They don't want to create panic with the citizens. They don't want to create panic with anything. They don't want to with the stock market, the economy, all that. I get that. And I'm there. Maybe don't lie, but don't say everything you know. Like I'm okay with that. But oh, and my mom is saying my broadcast keeps getting interrupted. Oh, I'm sorry. Hope it's only your end. Am I breaking out for everybody? You know what? It is Friday, which means my children actually get their screens back after school. So I'm sure I got a Fortnite going and all kinds of other stuff going. Maybe it's just dropping my F-bombs, Mom. I don't know. So anyway, what else was I going to talk about with all of that? You know, like I said, if you want to catch it from somebody, though, the president is the person to catch it from. Jody's saying I'm breaking out there too. Sorry. Yes, I'm breaking up. Everyone's saying crap. Okay, I don't know what to do about that. I'm just going to keep going. Hopefully you can hear. Hopefully it's not too annoying. That is annoying though. We all are still hearing something I say. Maybe if I only speak every 3 words or something. Maybe I'm going too fast. Maybe it's too much going on. Because unfortunately, I can't change to my hotspot at this point because I would lose you if I did that. Okay, and then someone again was talking about Let's hope the alerts are not past 10 p.m. I need my beauty sleep. I turn off all my alerts. I do not think there's anything that I need to know so urgently to wake me up unless it is actually about my children. Like I don't need to be woken up. I have actually most notifications on my phone, on my email. I don't get the breaking news updates, anything like that. I get nothing. I'm like, I'll see it in due time. I'll see it when I need to see it. I also don't get alerts for my email. So I don't believe there's a such thing as an urgent email, by the way, because you have no idea what the other person is doing if you send in an email. If it is urgent, give them a phone call and then keep calling them and then find someone to go knock on their door if you need to, right? So there's that. Um, but I've seen some people talking about stigma also, right? That like, oh, there's so much like there's people aren't telling people that they have it because they're not telling people they have it because I posted something last night about I have no idea how I caught it. And I'm like, check your Instagram. And then some people are like, I wouldn't tell people because of stigma. They look at you funny. I'm like, I might look at you funny with a little side eye, but it's not because you caught COVID. It's because I saw what you were doing to catch the COVID. And at this point in our lives, we know how not to catch it. So stay away from people. Wear a mask. Don't go eat in an inside restaurant. Don't hang out with your friends. Because you know what? Even if you're less than 5 people, the next night you're with 5 different people. The next night you're with 5 different people. The next night you're with 5 different people. And it keeps going. So Michelle, it's saying I won't let you make comments, but there's a comment right there. I don't know. So my stigma to me is not about infection, it's about actions. That's what it's about. If you're getting a little stigma, it's like, you're getting looked at funny. So we saw what you were doing. We saw that pool party you went to, that housewarming party you threw. We know birthday party. I've had 46 birthdays, or I'll have my 46th birthday coming up. I'm fine with skipping it. I've had enough. I don't need to even celebrate my kids' birthdays at this point. Because you know what? I mean, making memories. I hate that phrase, making memories. But anyway. And then the only other, I'm going to have to go through comments in a minute because I'm running low on content today. Remember how I've talked about Todd and I watch Designing Women while we're eating lunch together? And how my hormones lately have been so like out of whack that sometimes water squirts out. I mean, I cry easily anyway, and there was an episode that made me just like straight up full face bawl, right? What happened to me again today? So we're watching Designing Women today. And again, the most homosexual activity possible. We're watching it today, and it's the episode where Charlene's friend Mavis comes back into her life because she is teaching all of the girls how to dance like the Supremes for a talent show, an Atlanta Decorators talent show where Suzanne shows up in blackface, right? So that's the main thing. Well, the subplot of that episode is what made me cry. Mavis is Charlene's best friend growing up. They were the rowdy girls, right? And I knew all of the episode started, and I'm like, rowdy girls, blackface talent show. Todd's like, you're a mess. Like, why do you know that? But so watching it, and it's the episode where Mavis is a victim of domestic abuse. Husband hits her, screams at her. Charlene overhears it. Charlene's beside herself, tries to save her. Mavis doesn't want to be saved. But then at the end, Mavis sneaks away and shows up at, everything comes full circle, shows up at the talent show and catches Charlene's eye. I am a mess. I am like, she left him. Todd doesn't even react anymore. He's just like, oh man. But that was me, literally eating my taco salad in front of the TV while watching a 1987 episode of Designing Women, crying my eyes out about poor Mavis being abused. Like, crazy. Oh, anyway, so that was that. By the way, Tawana, if you're watching, I got a new shipment of protein powder if you need it, smoothie powder. Let's see what y'all are saying in the comments. Crystal is saying, I heard about the gay Hallmark movie. We should watch it together and do a Hallmark drinking game. So fun. And you were drunk 30 minutes into the movie. Yes. Let's figure out when that is. We'll have a watch party. How about that? Let's see what else y'all are saying. Huh. Hopefully, I'm not getting interrupted as much still. My fucking kids and they're consuming all the internet. Hmm. Is it still not letting y'all type comments? Everyone's saying keep going, but then that was like 4 minutes ago. No more comments. Well, I think that's all I got for today, y'all. I was gonna. I don't understand some people on social media. I'm just keep going with something else on social media. So I'm reading all of this news about my kid's new school. Reading all this, and I'm reading on this one site. It's our neighborhood thing called Oak Cliff Advocate. It's a news source for kind of this area. And there's this one man who literally comments in some shitty comment about like Debbie Downer, about every little thing that is they post about. It could be about, this is the print edition of the magazine, but it's an online too. He's commenting about how he wishes this raven, it used to be, it's a sign for an old drugstore that doesn't exist anymore, that they would keep the lights on it. And then the one about our school, he was like, well, it's a shame they're putting a school in there because, kids destroy architecture. I'm like, fuck you, man. Just like, shut up, man. Isn't that what our hopefully future president said? Shut up, man. I wonder, though, on this, back to the Trump thing, like, do you think there's going to be sympathy votes? Do you think there's going to be, like, what's the upside for him? Like, I don't understand. I don't see. This is why I don't think it is fake, because in my mind, I'm not calculating the upside aside from maybe burying some news or changing the news cycle, maybe stealing the news cycle for a couple of weeks from Biden. I don't see the upside to him of everything he said about the disease may be wrong now. Like, he can get it. His cavalier attitude, him holding these rallies where people have died. Herman Cain died from having attended one of these rallies, right? This really rich black guy. I just don't know. I don't see the upside for him to have done all of this. And obviously the comments are not working because I don't see any comments from y'all. Hopefully y'all still hear me. The viewership has dropped, so I don't even know if y'all can see me right now. My mom is saying I don't think it's fake either. Yeah, I just don't see, like, I just don't know. I don't know why they would do that. And I don't know why he would admit to it either. Like, I just don't see if he's been such a denier and it's been a Democratic hoax all this time and all that it would be the case. Something I saw that was funny, that yesterday was like International China Day or National China Day. Basically the day that it's like 4th of July, but for China, was yesterday. And so he's been calling it the Kung flu and the Chinese flu and all of that stuff. That he basically has to confirm that he got it like on the evening of that. Like, that just kind of blows my mind. But yeah, and again, I don't want our leader, even though I don't think he's leading very well, I don't want our leader to die. I certainly don't want Pence. I don't want it to. Why? What happens? What happens? I got plenty of time to keep talking. What happens if something were to happen to him, and then he's not president? What happens with the ticket? Like, I don't know. I literally don't know. I'm not even trying to speculate about that. But like, does Pence go on the ticket? Do they find somebody else? Does Pence become president and then run? Like, I don't know how that works out. Is it a way for him to not run and then make Biden winning by default make it seem like Biden's presidency was illegitimate because he hates Obama so much still that he lumps Biden into that, and so he's trying to make Biden's presidency seem illegitimate? I do not know. But all I know is that we do not want Pence. Everything I've read about him is that he is like fanatical about stuff, about putting his views on things. And here's my other thing on putting your views about things. Our neighborhood used to be dry. And about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it became damp, as I call it, where you can sell beer and wine. They can't sell hard liquor here, but they can sell beer and wine and grocery stores, all that kind of stuff, right? And restaurants don't have to have private club memberships anymore. They can do regular stuff for bar service. But my whole thing that people are like, "Oh no, it's against my religious beliefs to have alcohol." I'm like, well, your beliefs are not tested in any way, shape, or form if it's illegal. Only if it's legal and you are choosing not to do it, are you exhibiting your faith? Are you showing discipline? All of those types of things. And I know that you don't want other people doing it, but that's not their belief system. And that's how I feel about a lot of the stuff that like Pence is doing. Oops, there goes the PC. Sorry, y'all. I don't fucking A. I don't know what's up with this. So well, that's all I got. I'm kind of winding down. It's a Friday afternoon. It has been a long ass week. Not bad week, just a lot of shit going down. Good, mostly good shit, but the shit can be good. So with that, I'm gonna say bye. I love y'all. You are loved. Love that you watch. This is my therapy. Thank you for watching. Stay away from people. Wear a fucking mask if you can't. Don't go to any restaurants. All of that stuff. So with that, I'm gonna say bye. I love you, and I will see you Monday at 4:30 for another episode of Cooped Up Live. Should I say bye?